Wait, are you gay?
I'm gay.
What's the gayest thing you've ever done?
Hang out with him.
Who was your gay awakening?
Me.
Madonna.
Okay.
What is your gay awakening?
I mean, I was thinking like maybe a guy actor you thought was hot, but Madonna works too.
I mean, yeah. I don't
know.
understand how that's not your gay awakening, because he's like 12. Madonna is the gay awakening of everyone.
What is your best advice for other gay guys?
Listen to Madonna.
Ooh, you got me just so crazy over you. We love Madonna, we love Madonna, we love Madonna, we love Madonna.
You're listening to MLVC, the Madonna podcast, your place for all things Madonna Louise Veronica Ciccone. Hey everybody, it's Stefan. Thanks for joining us for another episode of MLVC. As you heard at the top of the show, we just played the latest viral clip from TikTok that's making the rounds on social media. And today we welcome the star of that clip. He's one of our listeners and a huge Madonna fan himself. Welcome, Jim Gormley. Hello, Jim.
Hello, Stefan. How are you?
I'm good. Have you been adjusting to your recent internet fame?
Yeah. I mean, the past 24 hours have been a little bit of a whirlwind. My phone has not stopped dinging all my social media outlets, and I now have a TikTok, which I didn't have before. It's pretty surreal.
Yeah, when you get caught up in that Madonna world, it can take you on a journey. Tell our listeners, so how did that video happen? So, I mean, if you hadn't seen the video, it's been making the rounds. So if you haven't seen the video, you should have seen the video. But how did that happen for you?
I mean, honestly, I was up in New York for the weekend, visiting a friend who was also visiting from LA. We haven't seen each other in a few years. We decided to go out and just, hit a few gay bars.
Kick back a couple?
Yeah, a couple, yeah. I was feeling it. So we were just out walking. I think we were like heading to the Monster or something like that. And, I think my friend was a fan of this guy. We stopped to talk to him. I had no clue who this person was. And
yeah, I had no idea who he was. I mean, I have TikTok and I occasionally post on TikTok, but I have no idea who he was until he's got a huge audience. I mean,
apparently so.
Yeah, huge.
Yeah. So anyway, this cute little twink just started interviewing us. And then I was like, oh my God, my gay awakening. It's Madonna. I mean, obvious answer, right?
Yeah.
That's pretty much how it happened.
And apparently that interview resonated with many, many, many people, because I think the last time I checked, there was about like 1.5 million views on that. And Jim, I'm so sorry that you are not financially getting anything from those views.
I know. What the hell? Like, I don't even know how all that works. I mean,
Yeah, the guy who recorded that and posted that video on his TikTok, he's laughing all the way to the bank because you just helped him get, I think that's his highest viewed video of his entire channel. So congratulations, Jim, on helping him go viral.
Yes, thank you. He actually reached out via Instagram and he was thanking me, and he's like,
as he should.
Yeah, he's like, holy shit. And then obviously after Madonna herself shared the actual video, he kind of freaked out. I literally couldn't breathe for about 20 minutes.
Yeah, it's nice to know that the queen heard your kind words.
Yeah, and I just think as of late, a lot of people are kind of, as they like to do, I think it's a pastime in our, little culture, is to bash Madonna at everything she's doing. And I'm always like a staunch supporter of her. No matter what she does, it's always got like a point and a message, and she's having fun. Leave her alone. She means a lot to a lot of people. If you kind of listen and go along for the ride, you might get a little inspiration instead of talking about her eyebrows or how her face looks.
Absolutely agreed. Yeah. How long have you been a Madonna fan?
Jesus Christ! Since I was 7, when the Madonna
back
album
long ago.
Back long ago, yes.
When Madonna first came out, you were a wee lad, and
yes, and she awoke that gay beast within. So here I am today.
Here you are, yeah. Later. Well, Jim, since we have you on the show, there are a few items burning up in the Madonna fandom this week. And I thought it would be fun if you and I and your recent internet fame sort of had a little bit of discussion about them. Just a reminder for everybody, you can find us on Instagram and Twitter at MLVC Podcast. You can donate to the podcast at Venmo, MLVC Podcast. Also consider becoming a subscriber on Patreon, patreon.podbean.com/MLVC Podcast. I figured Jim and I could have a little discussion, so don't just stand there. Let's get to it. It's time for a little This Week in Ciccone.
See, I get what I want.
So speaking of TikTok, Madonna recently went live on TikTok with TikTok personality Terry Joe. Speaking of TikTok personalities who I have no idea who they are, I had no idea who Terry Joe was when I saw the clip. Did you watch the video, Jim?
I did. I watched probably about half of it. And like you, I have no clue who the hell this person was. And yeah, I was kind of like, what the hell am I watching?
Yeah, it was a really comical video. I'm assuming that Ricardo, her social guy, who you could hear constantly laughing in the background, is a fan of Terry Joe, and that's how it got on Madonna's radar. Since, as we learned from watching the interview between Madonna and Terry Joe, Madonna didn't even know that was Terry Joe's name, and which I thought was quite hysterical. Who's Terry Joe? She says, and Terry Joe's like, that's me. And sorry. It was very funny. Terry Joe kept asking Madonna to send her Madonna's sunglasses and Madonna's jewelry. And Madonna said, I'll send you a Bugatti. And it was quite funny. I think there was, she just released on a reel, I think today, she sang a song about Balenciaga.
Water's in everything. We're like 99% water.
Exactly. And what they don't know is God made water into wine. So that's why blood is red, because it's really wine.
And I love wine.
Yeah, I can tell.
I wrote a song. I wrote a song about Balenciaga being so expensive. It's like,
how did that go?
Why is Balenciaga so expensive? Why is Balenciaga so très cher? That's French. Why is Balenciaga never giving me a discount? Why is Balenciaga the only thing I wear? I'm thinking of turning it into a musical.
You should, actually. I really enjoyed that.
It was quite funny. I just thought, I enjoy seeing Madonna like that, where it's unscripted and
it's raw,
just funny.
Yeah, she is funny, and she's like got that dry wit and a little bit of a sharp tongue, which I find humorous. So yeah, it was kind of fun to see them banter back and forth, and then with all those goofy graphics and stuff.
I mean, I didn't even know that Terry. I mean, obviously, I learned after watching the video, Terry Joe is a character that person's putting on, and that it's and that's her shtick. She interviews people and is like trying to be this Christian woman, this Southern Christian woman in a wheelchair, and she's always. I loved watching Terry Joe crack jokes, and then she broke herself. Like she'd just start hysterically laughing, and but I gotta say, we've been trying to get Madonna on our show since we started podcasting 4 years ago, and apparently all it takes to get Madonna on your show for an interview is to create a character. So had I known that, I would have created a Southern Belle long ago. And,
I know. Come on, Stefan, get on it.
I got to get with it. I don't know what's going on. Also in the Madonna verse, I believe the Bad Girl video has just been uploaded in high res to YouTube, and the Bad Girl and Fever remixes have been posted to digital and streaming services, which includes the fantastic Fever video version of the song, which was not included on the Finally Enough Love 50 Remixes compilation. So can we just talk for one moment about how fantastic the Bad Girl video is? I mean, if there's any video that deserves to be in high res, it's the Bad Girl video.
Literally one of her best videos, or one of the best videos of all time. Like
totally
fantastic. Like the characters, the way she acts, like
cinematography, Christopher Walken.
like the whole story, it's like fantastic. I love it. And then, that was kind of like me on that Saturday night TikTok video. Bad girl, drunk by 6, smoked too many cigarettes.
You definitely were a little drunk in that video. That's for sure.
Listen, living my best life.
Hey, do it while we can, right?
Yeah.
Also, speaking of bad girl, happy anniversary, Erotica. If I can't believe that's been 30 years. Like, that's cuckoo bananas.
Yes.
But if you haven't yet already, go listen to our Erotica 30th anniversary tribute episode. We worked really hard on those songs, and I'm quite proud of how they turned out. So,
I'll be listening to that later on tonight.
As you should.
Yes.
Because they're quite good.
I have to say, Erotica is in my top 3 favorite Madonna albums of all time. Yeah, very underrated.
I think the controversy sort of superseded the quality of the music at the time when it came out.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's a masterpiece. It's kind of like Madonna's masterclass in how to do a really great era.
I think it holds up too.
Oh yeah, totally. But the biggest piece of news this week was Madonna allegedly teasing her upcoming 2023 tour. So if you didn't see, she had posted some photos of her with Jamie King, who directed a bevy of her previous tours. And the two of them were looking at what I believe is a miniature model of the new tour stage layout. So let's talk about a couple of the things that we know. So one, the stage looks huge. So
right.
I'm assuming that will be either arenas or possibly stadiums. I'm hoping arenas and not stadiums, because if anyone saw Madonna at the MDNA tour at Yankee Stadium,
oh my God, I was there.
Terrible acoustics.
Yeah.
It's terrible acoustics. It's potential for rain, and you can't see anything. Like the seats, I was like, the sight lines were terrible. It's good for baseball and oddly terrible for concerts. But so I'm praying for indoor arenas, because then there's a little bit more quality control. Like if it's hot or cold, it doesn't matter because you're inside. But first off the bat, Jamie King is back. So hallelujah, because he has directed some of her most amazing tours. I have faith that she knows, hey, let's go back to basics and bring him, on board for some creative excellence. Jim, what are you hoping for in the next Madonna tour?
I mean, I really am. I'm looking for, I don't want to say another Confessions, but that was my favorite tour. I mean, everybody likes it, but I like the dancing. I like the dance music vibe. I need the high energy. I'm hoping that she can, get into the groove per se, with her recent injuries or knee injury or hip injury. I know she's not as spry as she used to, but definitely looking for a lot of big dancing and spectacles in that.
I'm so obviously, as we all know, I mean, Madonna is 64 and she did have her hip and knee injury. So I'm trying to manage my expectations about what to expect. It was nice to see her singing and dancing at the Pride performance that she had over the summer. And it was good to see that she was doing some choreo. I obviously, she's not going to be able to move quite as much or as fast as she has in her younger years. I mean, God knows I can't move quite as fast as I did 20 years ago. So I cannot expect Madonna to do that as well. I'm more just hoping that we get some big ostentatious visuals. I'm assuming the stage design is probably going to be incredible. Right. And the tour will most likely be the Finally Enough Love tour. So it's going to be piggybacking on the release of the 50, dance remixes. So I assume we're going to get a nod to some of her greatest hits in the set list. What 5 songs would you say she has to perform on the set list? Because there's gonna be the songs that she's gonna want herself to sing. Right. What are the 5 songs, if she's gonna do anything, that she has to sing?
She has to sing Vogue. Vogue. I mean, that's like my signature song. Ask any of my friends. They hate it. They're sick of hearing it. Express Yourself. Oh my God, there's so many. What else do I love? Open Your Heart.
Right. So I'm thinking, because a lot of people are always saying they want to hear some more classics. You know, she doesn't sing enough classics. What classics I mean, obviously, you know, Vogue, Express Yourself, Open Your Heart. That's great. You know, what other classics should she sing? I mean, do you want to hear her trot out like a Virgin and Material Girl?
No, those are not like on my top. They're not on my top. I love like Everybody. That's, you know, Lucky Star, like really, really like first time around Madonna, you know, going back to that, to the roots. Yeah, I also love like Deeper and Deeper, and I can go on and on and on. But
yeah, I mean, I definitely agree. I think she needs to do Everybody, since we just celebrated the 40th year of her release of that single. So I think that would be appropriate, you know, to put Everybody on the set list. Obviously, as I just mentioned, Erotica just turned 30. So I'd love if we got, you know, maybe if she highlighted some tracks from that album. Like, I'd love if she did a deep cut. Like maybe she sings Waiting, since she's never performed that song live before. Obviously, Who's That Girl just turned 35 this year. So maybe if she did a revamped version of Causing a Commotion, even though, as all the fans know, she doesn't really seem to like Causing a Commotion very much, because she doesn't put it on any of her greatest hits compilations. But I would still champion a revamped Causing a Commotion. I think that would be fun to hear.
Oh, yeah, that would be great.
I mean, if she's going to do Vogue, and I think she kind of has to, just because of the success of the mashup that you know Beyonce had out this past year, I highly would suggest that she perform the remix that Honey Dijon played, where she mashed up Vogue with the Jungle Brothers' "I'll House You." We had played it when we had Mark Andrews, the Australian author, on our show a couple episodes back, and it's amazing, and it would just be something fun to sort of like pull out of nowhere.
I'll have to listen to that one. I mean, I'm a little biased. Like, I would love her to sing Jimmy Jimmy from the True Blue album. But
that is a controversial statement to make on this show. But yeah, you never know. I mean, you never know where she's going to go and what she's going to want. I mean, I think, you know, I'm dying to hear her do Physical Attraction live. I think that would be, you know, like if she's going to go back and revisit her history of music and do some, I think it'd be fun if she did pay homage and did some quintessential classics. I mean, I think she's probably definitely going to have to do like a Prayer. And,
right. Oh yeah.
You know, I mean, that's just a given, but she's also not going to forgo stuff after, you know, like, I mean, what would we hear from Ray of Light? What would we hear from, are we going to hear Candy Shop again? You know,
I know
she seems to love doing Candy Shop.
I'm telling you, I don't get it. I mean, it's an okay song, not my.
Oh no, I love Candy Shop. No, I think she has to kind of do Candy Shop.
Yeah. I would love to see Get Together.
Amen. Yeah, but exactly. Like, what songs? I mean, will she do the Hung Up remix with Tokisha? Will she do instead of like the album version of Frozen? Will we hear the Sickick remix of Frozen instead? Obviously, she's working on new music with Sickick. Will we hear a new song? I'm hoping so. Yeah. You know, so it'll be interesting to sort of see where she goes with the set list. Will she do medleys to get a couple more hits in? You know, if she did a medley where she mashed up I mean, I had seen somebody mention on social media, you know, Madonna is famous for dividing the show into different sections. Usually she does like 4 sections for the show. Wouldn't it be fun if she did sections by decade? So if it's going to be a nod to her greatest hits, the first section is the 80s, the second section is the 90s, then the 2000s, and then 2010 onward to today. And I thought that would be really beautiful, because then it's a way to segment the music, and it's organized. It could infuse the fashion. Think about the fashion choices.
That would be like the streetwear back in the early 80s, right?
The looks that she could do, you know, like the nod to the 80s, then the 90s. Maybe it's like a reinterpreted Blonde Ambition look for the 90s.
Ponytail.
I mean, yeah, exactly. Like the possibilities are endless, I think, with her. And obviously it's only time will tell where we're going to go and what the direction's going to be. But I think it would be fantastic. What do you think she's going to do in terms of the format? Like what would her,
I think so,
because she's been taking a lot of notes at other people's tours that she's been going to.
She's been out and about, and she's been, you know, at a lot of live shows. I think she doesn't want to be obvious, right? We're all thinking like, you know, slice it up by the decade. She I think she purposely goes the opposite way of what everybody's expecting her to do. So, I mean, anything's possible. I don't know. I know she's probably like incorporate a lot of art in her stuff. I just want to have a good time. I want to see some dancing. I want to see some choreo. I want to see some good visuals. And I think whatever she does, she always brings it, and it's high quality no matter what.
Yeah. I mean, I have faith. If it's going to be a big arena show and she's working with Jamie King again, I have complete faith that, I think a lot of people are being trepidatious because some people were let down over the scope of Madam X, and it wasn't a traditional Madonna show. And I think, well, that was because it wasn't a typical tour. She was trying to do something different, and she's not repeating that. She's not going to repeat the same type of thing.
Right.
I mean,
when did she ever repeat herself? She never repeats herself.
A lot of people are hoping she shows up on time, and I'm like, well, don't plan to be at work early the next day if you have tickets during the week, because
listen, that's what I tell everybody that complains about it. I'm like, listen, just plan to go out and have a night out.
Yes.
I don't plan to get up at like 5 a.m. the next morning.
No.
Just enjoy yourself.
Cancel your 7 a.m. spin class and have a sleep in and enjoy a little, it's like, I think with a Madonna tour, I've always envisioned it as Madonna is looking at it as a night out. You're not going, like, no one goes clubbing at 7 p.m.
No.
You don't go unless you've been clubbing since the night before and it's now 7 p.m. the next day. But that's what a Madonna show has always been for me. It's like you go for a night out. If you're home anytime before midnight and you've been to a Madonna tour, it's like, what? What's happening?
Something's wrong.
Did she cancel?
But yeah, I mean, I've gone to every Madonna concert minus Like a Virgin. And
oh, really? You even saw Who's That Girl?
Yes, that was my very first concert at the Vet Stadium here in Philly. My mom and dad took me. And then ever since, my mother and me go to every Madonna show. And then I didn't go to the Blonde Ambition tour because she canceled because of voice stuff. When she
yep. I had the next night. And so she canceled that first night, but I had gone the next night, and she was like, sorry to everybody who I had to cancel on.
I know. But it's always an event, and I take my mother. My mother's the same age as Madonna. We go to every tour, and she's out there partying and having a good time and carrying on until whenever the hell Madonna closes down the show. So
you even saw Girly Show?
I saw the Girly Show. I saw the damn Girly Show.
Oh, see, there you go. So, I mean, I saw Blind Ambition live. I did not get to see Girly Show, so we can't have it all sometimes.
I know.
Well, Jim, thanks for stopping by and having a little chat. I mean, sometimes I need to get it off my chest with what Madonna's doing. So thank you for taking time out of your busy press cycle for all the interviews, all the people that are knocking down your door. Are you going to be TikToking more often now that you're a TikTok sensation?
Once I figure out how to actually work the damn app, I will maybe do some more TikToking. I got a couple young coworkers that are like, "Oh my God, we're going to help you out." I'm like, "All right, good." Yeah. It's
a lot of work, if you ask me. I mean, God bless the people who can actually make it happen and are making a living off of it, because I just I don't have the energy for another social media platform.
Oh my God. Yeah. I can barely work Instagram. I tried to upload my profile picture on TikTok yesterday, and it was like I made a video of my profile picture. So I don't.
That's all right. You're trying. That's all that matters.
I'm trying.
All right, well, so Jim, I think it's time for a little segment we like to call the lightning round. So these answers are just meant to be quick off the top of your head, wherever you're at in your Madonna journey today. Don't think too hard. Favorite Madonna song?
I'm going to have to say Vogue.
Vogue.
Yeah.
Favorite Madonna music video?
Music video. Goddamn. I'm going to have to say Bad Girl. Yeah.
Good, yeah. Drunk by 6. Your life story. No, not when you work. Favorite Madonna tour?
It's going to be a toss-up. Confessions and Girly Show. Neck and neck. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. There's so many. It depends on the mood, I think, for me. Sometimes I'm in that mood. Favorite Madonna look? And this can be from a video, a tour, a photo shoot.
You know what I'm loving? I love the way she looked in the Girl Gone Wild video, and then the opening number of the MDNA tour. She looked fucking fantastic. The long hair with the poof in the middle. Her body was on point.
Yes.
Her boobs look fantastic. I'm going with that. Yeah.
That leopard bra that she would wear. Loved it. Yeah, that honestly, Girl Gone Wild did not get the love and attention that it should have. I mean, she's dancing in heels with Kazaki. I mean, come on, people. Spread eagle with male models hovering all around her.
I know.
This was Madonna serving us, and people just did not appreciate it.
They didn't.
But I lap that shit up. I lap it up. I'm like, give it to me, Madonna.
Yep.
Well, everyone, that's our show for today. Jim, thanks for joining me. And again, go on TikTok. If you haven't seen Jim's clip, it's a hoot and a holler and a lot of fun. And it is true. Madonna should be your gay awakening.
Yes. Preach, girl.
All right. Until next time, everybody. See you, Jim. Thank you.
All right. Yep. Thank you so much.